it's that time of the month where we get to talk about brand new VR games coming out in November. And boy oh boy do we have one hell of a lineup coming out this month. And I genuinely mean that. We have huge games coming out this month, as well as some incredible indie games and a bunch of other awesome stuff coming out as well. So stay locked in, as oh my god, this is some good stuff. Of course, before we dive into this, please do consider smashing that like button and subscribing if you are new, because it really does help out the channel on that road to 100k. And now let's dive into the first game on the list. Kicking things off, we have Of Lies and Rain. Now this has already come out on PCVR and Quest, and it's now making its way to the PSVR 2. Now this game is a frigging incredible game. Really just a solid story, solid sci-fi, solid shooter, and just a really solid game all round. I've really enjoyed playing the demo on PSVR 2, and if that's a hint at anything, this is going to be a pretty visually stunning game on there, as well as just an all-round good game. They've also taken on a ton of feedback from people to make this game even better again, so they're pretty locked in and committed to making an absolutely dope game. Next up we have Elements Divided, and this one, just think about actual, like, you know, being an airbender, a waterbender, an earthbender, or a firebender, and that is pretty much what this game is. It gives you the ability to have that, be inside of the arena, and then of course destroy a bunch of opponents. Now you can do either some solo stuff, or you can do some PvP inside of this as well. All round, if you like that kind of thing, this is definitely going to deliver for you. Next we have Forefront. Now I am so looking forward to this actually coming out publicly, so that we can just fill up those lobbies and play this game. I really hope that this game's the popularity that it truly deserves, because it is a really freaking awesome experience. Imagine basically Battlefield, except for it's, you know, not 64 player lobbies, but imagine Battlefield with the destruction, with the cool guns, with everything working just perfectly how you'd expect it to, and then that is that, but in virtual reality. So an easy recommend from me. I've tried it out, I love it, and now I can't wait for it to come out for everyone. Next up we have Laser Dance. Now this is a game that I think is, again, a pretty easy recommend. I feel like this is one of those ones that I'm going to easily recommend to people over the Christmas period, because this is such a game where you could just chuck anybody into this headset and they're just going to get what they're supposed to be doing inside of it. You know, you're going to see a grid of lasers coming up and you're going to need to dodge around those without touching those lasers. I've tried this one at Gamescom a little while back. Ton of fun, a really easy mixed reality experience just to throw someone in. So again, for that reason, I would say, like, if you're looking to try and show some friends what MR is all about, an easy one. Next we have Little Critters, and this is also another mixed reality experience where you are going to be able to, well, play with some little critters. There's actually a ton to do with this, and this is also from the developers that brought us Little Cities, so they really know what they're doing when it comes to VR gaming. So now this is their first stint now into mixed reality as well, and I'm very excited to see what this game has to offer. Next we have Rush Apex Edition. Now this is a brand new version of this game. I mean, it's still essentially the same base game, but they've sort of jazzed it up a little bit and put a little bit more stuff inside of it for the PSVR 2. So, and only for the PS2, by the way. So this is definitely kind of an interesting one. Basically it's you in a squirrel suit and you're going to be racing down whilst flying like Superman kind of down the mountains. It's kind of insane to me that people actually do this in real life. So the fact that we get to do it and experience it in VR without the potential death element to it, pretty cool. Next we have Don't Move. Now this came out on the PC a while back, and now it's making its way over to the Quest this month. This is essentially a game where you just need to sit incredibly still while things scare the living bejeebus out of you, and you have to remain still. If you move, well, you pop your clogs. It's goodbye time for you. It's actually a really fun one. I've played this on PCVR. Again, probably another sort of fun party game outside of the first experience you'll have in this, but definitely an easy recommend if it's the right price. Next up we have Escape from Hadrian's Wall. I think I've said that correctly. Probably haven't. You can slate me in the comments down below. This is a brand new sort of TCG type game. This is a card game where you're going to be playing in real time, getting to see all of the cool stuff actually take place as you're playing your cards. This one's really intriguing me. I don't know a busting amount about it, but I need to learn a little bit more. Let me know if you're excited about this one in the comments down below. Next we have Glassbreakers Champion of Moss. This actually is a game that kind of was teased a little while ago. In fact, like a year or 2 years at this point this has been going, but now they're finally ready to release this game. I think they finally figured out what is going to work in this game well. A little bit of a slow paced game, But yeah, it was kind of fun when I tried it before, and I think this one will hopefully be as good. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for it and give it a go when it drops. Next up we have Hotel Infinity. Now this is actually a really cool looking game that's coming out for the Quest and PSVR 2. This is kind of one of those sort of liminal experiences where you're going to go through like rooms that will flip you around, do all sorts of insane stuff. You know, every time you turn a corner or go through a door, it's going to be a very different experience, and that to me sounds pretty damn exciting. So I'm looking forward to trying this one out for myself, and I think this could be one of those sort of hidden gems. Next we have a massive game that I am very, very excited for. This is perfectly designed for me, it feels like, at least, and that is Tracked Shoot to Survive. This is made by the same people that developed Green Hell, and man, I am just so damn excited to jump into this universe. You're going to be playing as a character who is hunting to try and find his sister who is lost in the Canadian woods, or been taken in the Canadian woods, and you're going to have to hunt, you're going to have to survive, and of course you're going to have to find them by taking out a bunch of bad guys, making your own bullets. There's a ton of stuff in this to make this a really realistic survival game, as well as an incredible story-based game. This for me is probably one of the highlights for me this month, where I am just stupidly excited to jump inside of this universe and experience it, because if they do it right, this could be an absolutely golden game. Next up we have Siberia VR making its way to the Quest. I believe this came out on other platforms earlier this year. This is essentially an old point and click game that they've like revamped, re-shazammed, and made it beautiful, ready for VR. Proper gorgeous game, so if they do this right for the Quest, this could be a really gorgeous puzzler game that I know a lot of people like those puzzler games. Not particularly my bag, but definitely one to keep an eye out on. Next up we have another hard hitter, and that is Deadpool VR coming out for Quest 3. I've had the chance to go hands on this a couple of times now, and I can tell you easily that this is going to give everyone what they're looking for. It's just brutal, gory, and violent enough to make it exactly what you want it to be, and it's hilarious the entire way through with some seriously funny lines throughout it. This is actually a really well executed game. Also, I noticed a few people sort of getting a little bit upset about the fact that it was in this sort of cell shaded sort of vibe, but actually, honestly, if you're a big Deadpool fan, you're going to know that this is just going to work, and it does just work incredibly well when it comes to this game. So this one's probably going to be an easy recommend, unless they do something really bad with it or it's got some awful bugs, but of course I'll let you know as we get closer to release date about stuff like that. Next up, Thriller the Fight 2 is also dropping this month. This is in its full release. Of course, the early version of this dropped a while back, but that was an early access. This is going to be its full release now, and it's going to come out with a full single player stuff as well. Originally it was just the online stuff, which as we all know teeters out pretty quickly when it comes to VR, but with this now having a solo campaign as well, I feel like this is going to be the time to be able to recommend this game. Next up, another huge one that I personally am ridiculously looking forward to, and that is Demeo Dungeons & Dragons Battle Marks. Now, I have tried the demo for this and I was absolutely blown away. This is everything that I originally wanted Demeo to be, and now it's just got that plus more. We're going to be getting 2 full story campaigns inside of this as it releases, as well as 6 new heroes to be using to fight inside of this new universe. And now this is of course actually officially licensed with Dungeons & Dragons, making this just everything it was always meant to be. Now don't get me wrong, I put like probably 250 hours across different platforms into Demeo because I genuinely love that game, and now having this, it's an absolute godsend. I cannot wait to be able to dive into the full campaign outside of the demo and experience this for everything it's meant to be. Next up we have Pools. It's actually going to be making its way to the PSVR 2. This was originally just out for the PCVR crew. Well, now it's coming to PSVR 2. This is a liminal experience that is really unsettling the entire time without any real reason, or maybe there is. You'll have to play and find out, but nonetheless this is a absolutely stunning game, pretty easy to recommend because again it's really pretty, it's a really cool puzzler, and something that I think you will need to experience if you own a PSVR 2. Next up we've got another name that I'm probably gonna butcher, and that is Maid of Sker VR? Sker? I don't know, this is like a Welsh name, I don't know how to pronounce it, but regardless, this is a brand new horror game that's going to be coming out for Quest, PCVR and PSVR 2. Looks really good, actually, like genuinely really good, so I'm looking forward to learning a bit more about this game and going hands-on with it, although it probably won't be for long because I'm absolutely terrified of VR horror games, but nonetheless, I'm looking forward to this one dropping for all of you guys. Next up we have Salmon Man. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know what to say. But this game does look kind of interesting. This is kind of think about like that Bennett Foddy's Getting Over It, but for VR. In this one you're going to be playing as a human salmon dude going upstream only using their paddle. Now you can't actually like paddle very well in water, you have to bounce the paddle off of different rocks and stuff. I don't know, this feels like it will go viral on TikTok or something, so if you're a creator out there, probably put this on your list of things to care about. And last but not least, we have Zero Caliber Remastered for the PSVR 2 coming out this month as well. Now just don't get it wrong, this isn't Zero Caliber 2, the new remaster that came out for PCVR. This is the first game coming to the PSVR 2. I'm hoping this does well, because if this does well on PSVR, then it will do well when they drop the second one. I'm probably assuming that they're going to do this to get a taste of whether they should invest the money to be able to bring the second game over to PSVR 2. Fingers crossed it will. Either way, this is a really solid campaign of a game. I absolutely loved my time playing this all the way back in like 2016. So this is probably going to be one of those games that I think gets a lot of attention from people on PSVR 2, as there's not a ton of games like this coming out all the time. So let me know if you're excited about any of the games on today's list, and there is a hell of a lot. I feel like there's at least something for everyone. This probably is going to be one of the first months that I don't get someone tell me that everything looks crap on the list. Please don't. But I do think there's something for everyone on this list. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, please do smash that like button, subscribe and all that good stuff. There will still be a couple more surprises that will come out across this month, of course, but that is what my Friday videos are there for. So make sure you tune in every Friday where I give you the latest news, and of course I'll tell you each of these games as they come out across the month, whether they are worth you picking up or not, because sometimes things look good on the surface, but they are terrible when you play them. So I'll let you know more about that. Other than that though guys, I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye!